Hello, this is Garrett Keane. I'm continuing on from the previous examples. I'm just going to delete this output window down here because now we're going to do the odd numbers between 1 and 10. So if I click in to this button here, it opens up the button, private subcommand loop 1, 2, click. And what I'm going to do is take the code down here that we already have. Rather than writing it all out again, I'll just copy it and I'll paste it. Now one thing I'm going to do is, basically we're looking for the odd numbers between 1 and 10, so I'll just put in for I is equal to 1 to 10 step 2. So it's showing how the step function works. Now I'll find it a bit easier just if I delete, if I put get rid of the VB new line and just put a space of 1 in there instead. It'll just be easier to demonstrate it in that case. So I'll do the same here, get rid of the VB new line. I can add it in again. I'm just doing this to make it easier to demonstrate it. And if we run through it again, we're in here now, make sure the cursor's within this subroutine, we press F8, we can now debug it, and that means we can step through it line by line. We're going to press the button here, it brings us into the subroutine. I press F8. The first time through that loop, I takes the starting value 1. 1 is less than 10, therefore it's going to come in here and it's going to add 1 to this empty string. It comes to the else and skips down to the end if, and we come next I and back around. So I should now have the value 2. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I should have the value 3 because you're stepping in steps of 2. So it was 1, then it's 3, and we haven't added on the string yet, so if I do it now, that's better now because I've executed this statement. So now that I is 3 and the string contains 1 and 3. I come around again, I should have what value? It should have the value 5. If we come and execute this statement here, it'll add 5 onto this previous string here, so it should be 1, 3, space 5. Let's print it out and see if that's what we have. It is, yeah, 5. I is 5, and the output string contains a character 1, a space, a character 3, and a space, and a character 5. So next time around, it should of course have the value 7. We execute this statement, so it adds the character 7 onto the string. Let's see if it's done that. It has. So we come around again. I has the value, should have the value 9 now. We execute this statement and we can see if it's added the 9 on. It has. So we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now it's going to step 2 again. So when it steps 2 again, it should have the value 11, but 11 is greater than 10. That means that it'll now exit out of the loop. And it'll put this string out onto the text box. So if we look at it here, you can see it's put the string correctly. Now I've only got rid of the VB new line just to be able to demonstrate it, and I'll just put it back in again in both statements, both output statements, and then if we run it again, I put the odd numbers between 1 and 10, it comes 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, thank you for listening.